Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon, colleagues. You know, I said this to the bill sponsor yesterday in committee, and I'm going to say it again here on the floor. This may come as a surprise, but I'm actually really happy that we're discussing this topic. Teacher retirement is very important to many of our constituents. It should be more important to this body and to our state. The substitute that I'm offering before you today gets at the heart of that argument. I just wish that this conversation, we are actually doing something about the proverbial elephant in the room that multiple governors of both political parties have kicked down the road. What I'm talking about is something that we've all heard, that unfunded liability, the $29 billion plus or minus that is associated with the defined benefit plan. We've all heard about that unfunded liability, right? We've been hearing about it for months. That brings me to the substitute that I'm offering. It's a substitute that isn't complicated or focused on unnecessary system structural changes by creating a new hybrid pension, but instead focuses on paying down the unfunded debt while offering the same 401k that is in the plan that the bill sponsor put before you. It's the same 401k, pays down the debt. That's it. That's how simple it is. Our plan, this plan, would ensure that the state, this body, make more conservative actuarial assumptions on the underfunded defined benefit plan and for the existing hybrid plan. This means that the state would be held to directly paying down the debt where it actually exists. This sounds like a conservative argument. That is something also to note that the bill sponsor's plan doesn't do, the substitute that was adopted. That's it. That's what this substitute does do. Our plan focuses on solving the actual problem that the state has a responsibility to deal with and providing for a competitive alternative, but most importantly, paying down the debt. Here is what our plan does not do. It would not create a third layer of bureaucracy in the school employee pension system. It would not shift the state's risk and costs to our educators and from our classrooms. It would not place moving goalposts on when someone can retire. Goalposts that for future educators could move multiple times. It would also not remove the ability for existing educators, like Representative Kesto just tried to do, to purchase credits so they don't get dinged on their retirement when they choose to have children.
And Representative, please refrain from using another member's name. Thank you. Continue.
My apologies, Mr. Speaker. I wanted to compliment the representative for his amendment. Our plan also wouldn't ding existing educators for wanting to have families. I deliberately bring up all of those things about our plan and what it would not do, because the bill sponsor's plan would do all of those things. We created our plan yesterday after committee, because that's what the committee process is for. It's for that first deliberation. I wish we'd had the bill sooner than 10 hours before the committee.
Representative, please just keep the comments at this point tailored to the merits of the amendment that's before the House.
Absolutely, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. We created the plan after learning from the Mackinac Center and the Reason Foundation, after asking them in committee if enacting a substitute like this would satisfy their goals of de-risking the state and its investments. They said yes. Ensuring the state pays more into the existing systems de-risks the state just fine in their eyes. So I offer this substitute as an alternative. The only plan that is being offered today as an alternative that has more conservative actuarial assumptions on the underfunded debt to ensure that this body pays down its fair share. It's the only plan that provides the same 401k as the bill sponsor, and it's the one that is by far the simplest. So let's do the right thing. Let's focus on actually paying down the debt that this body, the state, is obligated to pay, and substitute this plan in. Mr. Speaker, I respectfully asked for a record roll call vote on this substitute.
Representative. The question before the House is on the adoption of Substitute is not adopted.